Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. So, in the last episode we began the second day of this shitty situation. I believe Amane lost Kazuki, found Kazuki, she found some water, so apparently they don't have to worry about water, from what I understand. That's not a problem. But she did find some edible leaves or grass or substances, so at least they have a little bit more food, but that shit is limited. So that's pretty much all they gotta worry about in terms of staying here, besides, you know, staying here. So we'll continue on here. Hopefully if this ever really loads. I don't know why that takes forever, but anyways, Kazuki guided me by the hand back out of the forest. When we returned to the camp, we found everyone gathered in front of the tents, discussing plans for the future and proposing escape strategies. Of course, we were students from a school for rich young ladies, with only the superficial appearance of maturity. Producing a perfect smile for a polite good day was the extent of the practical non-academic knowledge we'd gained there. As such experience wasn't exactly of much use here, the majority of the ideas were unrealistic, founded on the assumption that the world would arrange itself for our convenience. If anything, it could be called good fortune that a few halfway decent sounding thoughts were mixed in, for example, Sakuma's throwing a cell phone into the sky. However, the majority of these more worthwhile plans had already been tried out by the person who brought them up, all with little success. Or none at all. In this life and death situation, everyone tossed out any idea that popped into their head, grasping at straws in a desperate search for hope. But when someone proposed we captured a bird and wrap a letter around its leg asking for help, Captain Sakashita finally lost her temper at the sheer absurdity. Hey, I mean, that sounds like an alright idea. You gotta try anything, man.
そんな、私たちだって必死に考えてその程度なの。小学生だってもう少しまともな意見を口にするわよ。それとも何？この次はどうやって鳥を捕まえるかという議題で話し合うつもり？何もそんな言い方しなくたってねえ。確かに一番必死なのは坂下かもね。私たちよりまともな意見があるなら言えばいいのに。
The stage whispers of her critics naturally reached to Captain Sakashita's ears, as they were intended to. I also really don't remember who is who, so.
あなたたち、言いたいことがあるならはっきりと言いなさいな。そんな陰口のように恥ずかしくはないの？
We don't hear much of the advisor, which is weird. I mean, he's still there in the background, so he's obviously here listening to all this. Captain Sakashita's irritated, impatient tone was no different from her usual scoldings during practice. But at that moment, we weren't in that usual situation, tucked away in our safe gymnasium. It was a life or death emergency, and everyone was frantic. At such times, people instinctively seek out someone to rely on. The more desperate the situation, the more we throw aside rank and title and turn to raw competence. It felt like many gazes were beginning to concentrate in Kazuki's general direction. I don't think it was just my imagination. Captain Sakashita seemed to have noticed as well. Swallowed by what looked like an overwhelming surge of irritation, she abruptly grabbed a nearby fist-sized outcropping of rock, then squeezed it so hard her fingers turned white. This isn't good. We weren't going to achieve anything by continuing this attack on Captain Sakashita. I'm starting to say things incorrectly here, or at least coming close. And I think we all knew that. Even so, I understood the temptation to create a scapegoat, the irrational feeling that pushing all the bitterness and blame onto another would wipe away our own shortcomings, as if doing so would save us somehow. For most of the team members, the captain had become the scapegoat, and for the captain, it must have been Kazuki who filled that role. As the main authority figure, our advisor Mr. Ochi probably should have interceded by now, but he seemed intent on staying out of the conversation under the pretext of attending to the wounded. he'd never made a habit of intervening in the team's quarrels, a policy typical of teachers at all female schools who know full well what a nuisance it is to get caught in the crossfire of a schoolgirl squabble. His normal approach was to smooth things over with the individuals involved after the fight died down. He was probably assuming that would be enough this time as well. What should we do? Not that I really have grounds to criticize his passivity. In the end, I glanced pleadingly at Kazuki out of the corner of my eye, hoping she would rescue us from this ugly situation. Apparently reading my mind from that small movement, Kazuki let out a short, resigned sigh, then slowly opened her mouth to speak.
もうその辺にしておきなさい。バカを相手に喧嘩をする人が一番バカよ。
その言葉、私に言ったの？それとも彼女たちに？
Probably everyone.
みんなに言ったのよ。
Yep.
あなたにはどう聞こえた？
そういうあなたはさっきからずっと黙っているようだけど、何かいいアイデアはないのかしら？
おとなしく救助を待つという提案が一番最初に決まったはずですが。
何もしないでただ救助を待つというの？いつ来るかもわからない救助を。
いつ来るかわからないから無駄に体力を消耗したくないのです。幸いなことにスオさんのおかげで水源は確保できたことですし、接触すればしばらくは持ちこたえられますが、それとも。
Kazuki covered her mouth with her hand and narrowed her eyes in apparent amusement.
それとも以前私が申し上げたように一か八かの賭けに出てあの密林に足を踏み入れて脱出を試みますか？
I mean, I still think that's the best idea. I really do. They got nothing to lose because I feel like if they stay here, they're more than likely going to die. Who the hell is going to come here in this place that's never been touched? As she spoke, Kazuki jerked her head in the direction of the overgrown humid jungle, sealing our only exit from the valley. Even from a distance, the tangled mass of plants exuded the indifferent menace of nature.
それは。
The captain had emphatically shot down the suggestion only yesterday. Overturning that decision now was probably impossible. Cold sweat forming at my temples, I watched nervously as the captain's face changed color to an extremely disturbing shade of red. But in the next moment, Kazuki shot me a quick suggestive glance. Oh, I get it. I abruptly jerked my hand into the air, as if requesting a teacher's attention in the classroom.
よろしいでしょうか？
何かしら、スオさん。
やっぱり部長がおっしゃったように、うかつに森に入るのは危険だと思います。
Why are you saying this?
それはもう誰もが理解していることよ。
ですからとりあえず1週間この場で思いつく限りのアイデアを試しながら救助を待つというのはどうでしょう？
An entire week?
どうして1週間なの？
この手の遭難事故の場合、だいたい2週間で捜索が打ち切られるそうです。ですから1週間待ってみて救助が来ない場合は、その時にまたこちらから行動を起こすアイデアを話し合いましょう。
それを今話し合っているのでしょ？あなた何を言っているの？
それはどうして1週間後にも今日と同じ体力が残っていると思えるのかしら。不思議。
何ですって？
I turned my head slightly to the side and shot Kazuki a brief glare. Not that she even noticed, judging from her unruffled, perfectly indifferent expression.
いや、でもまあつまりはそういうことです。とにかく1週間思いつく限りの手段で SOS を発信しながら救助を待って、それでも救助が来なかったらその時の体力や食料事情に応じた対策を話し合いましょう。
まあいいわ。確かに今はそれぐらいしかできることもなさそうだし。それでよろしいですね、先生。
ああ、とりあえずはそれでいいだろう。
では最後に私からの忠告です。各自アイデアを出して実行するのは構いませんが、決して無茶のない範囲で行動するように。 崖に足場を掘りながらよじ登るとか、そういった危険が伴うアイディアはくれぐれも実行しないように。以上。
You'd expect more from that advisor, Mr. Ochi, but no, he seems kind of stupid. With those clipped words of warning, the discussion finally ended, taking with it the tension that had hung thick in the air for so long. The rest of the group quickly broke up into their assigned pairs, whispering furtively to each other as they walked away from the meeting place. Of course, I was no exception, as Kazuki promptly stood up from her seat and made to leave. I chased after her and immediately offered a few words of complaint.
ちょっと、さっきのはひどくない？あら、何のこと？また私に重要な発言を丸投げしたでしょ。私、和樹の腹話術人形じゃないんだからね。変ね。私、あなたに何か言えと命令した覚えは全くないのだけれど。言わなくてもわかるわよ。それに目で合図したじゃない。ええ、確かに合図は送ったけれど、まさかああも敏感に感じ取ってもらえるとは思ってもいなかったから、私もう嬉しくて。今日は一日ニコニコしていると思うけど、気持ち悪いとか思われないか心配だわ。なんかいろんな意味で気持ち悪いのは確かね。あまね、私はあなたがとても気に入ったわ。もし私が男なら間違いなくあなたにプロポーズしているわよ。
This is really weird.
やめてよ、私そっちの趣味ないし。
Oh, but I do.
ええ、大丈夫。私にも今のところそっちの趣味はないから。
And by the way, I meant I swing in the way that... Never mind, but don't take that the wrong way, please.
今のところって。
Is she implying there's a chance she'll swing that way in the future?
まあ、絶対にないとは言えないわね。だから、私の心を先読みして会話をしないでよ。何にせよ、あなたのおかげで話がうまくまとまったのだから、1000の感謝を送りたいわ。ああ、さいですか。そりゃよござんしたね。それでもやはり残る懸念はあの部長ね。やっぱり私、あの子が嫌いだわ。
Well, I don't think anyone can.
はっきり言うな。確かにちょっと上から目線が鼻につくけど、基本的に悪い先輩ではないと思うけど。
Oh, but I think she does mean badly. While her tone tended to be harsh, her directions during practice were appropriate and reasonable, and she cared more about the members of her team than you might assume. Currently, she was in a far more taxing situation than captaining a school team could have possibly prepared her for. Taking that into consideration, you could say she was coping fairly calmly.
確かにそうかもしれない。でも、仮にも部という一つの組織をまとめる長なのだから、せめてブレインストーミングぐらいは理解していてほしいのだけれど。何？ブレインストーミングよ。
I love it when they bring English words into this.
何それ？ググりなさい。
Haha! They even referenced Google!
は？説明が面倒な時の合言葉よ。でもまあ、そうね。通信手段が途絶している今この場では酷な言葉ね。まあ、簡単に説明してしまうと4つの原則があるの。はあ。1、決めつけない。2、否定せずに何でも受け入れる。3、とにかく数を出す。4、結合する。以上の4つよ。つまり、どんなにくだらない意見でも否定せずにとりあえず聞いてみて。一見して無駄のように思える意見でも他の意見と組み合わせることで有効な意見にできないかを考える。それがブレインストーミングよ。おお、なんか天才っぽい。
It is.
茶化さないの。結構真面目な話をしているのだから。あ、うん、ごめん。それで？さっきの話し合いで 彼女は他人の意見に否定をぶつけるだけで何一つ建設的な意見は口にしなかったでしょ。そう、例えば火を起こしてのろしを上げるとか、いっそ森に火をつけるとか、そんな意見に彼女は何て答えたかしら。それは確かもう試してみて効果がなかったんじゃなかったっけ。のろしの煙は重なった木々の枝で分散されちゃうし、山火事の場合は冬場ならともかく今の季節は森自体の湿度が高くてジメジメしてるから無理だって。そう、他にはどんな意見があったかしら。次はメール送信状態の携帯電話を崖の上に投げ込む。
But we already know that's not going to work.
それも佐久間先輩が何度も試して失敗しているわね。他は？テントのシートを材料にしてタコを作ってあげるとか、鳥を捕まえて足に手紙を結びつけるとか。
Did I miss something?
あら、何か思いついた？ねえ、タコに携帯電話を結びつけて空に上げるってどうかな？
Wouldn't that be just a tiny bit too heavy?
そうね、試してみる価値はあると思うわ。さっきの話し合いではそんなこと思いつかなかったのに。あれもダメ、これもダメと否定するだけの話し合いに意味なんてないわ。くだらない意見も全て受け入れた上で、その中から複数のアイデアを組み合わせて新しい意見を考える。そういう発想があればあの話し合いも無駄ではなかったはずなんだけどね。どうしてあの場でそれを言わなかったの？だってまた余計なことを言って怒られたら嫌じゃない。それに物の考え方の価値って人に教わるより自分で気がついた方がずっと高級だと思わない？例えばタコに携帯電話を結びつけて飛ばすアイデアとか？そう、そのひらめきが脳を活性化させるの。やっぱりあなたは最初から答えが分かっていて、私に思いつかせるように会話で誘導したのね。そういうものの捉え方は心外だわ。それともあなたは学校で数式を習っても同じように教師に噛みつくの？今の私たちと学校での私たちじゃ置かれている状況が違うわ。何でも教えてくれる人が身近にいると自分では考えることをしなくなる。そういう観点で見れば同じことよ。私、あなたのそういう回りくどいところが少し苦手。気をつけるわ。
I felt like I was beginning to understand why my conversations with Kazuki sorry, sometimes felt slightly off. The discussions I had with this girl reminded me strongly of a classroom dialogue between a teacher and a student. She never revealed the answers immediately, instead dropping vague indirect hints she clearly regarded those with no desire to learn as unworthy of her wisdom. In other words, very much like a veteran professor, an aging department head with a knowing smile. If Kazuki, I don't know what that word is, deigned to consider, or I have no idea what that word is, the matter seriously, might she be able to find a way out of this whole mess in the blink of an eye? The more I thought about it, the more these little lessons of Kazuki seemed like an indirect way of rubbing my nose in my inferiority. The implied message was, "You're incompetent." Frankly, it kind of pissed me off. And since I really was incompetent, I couldn't come up with any biting comebacks. Which pissed me off even worse. I had an itching desire to show her up somehow, but what could I possibly hope to defeat her at? Right, if nothing else, I'm probably a better cook. Yeah, there was a pretty good chance I could teach her a lesson or two in that arena. I latched onto that thriftling point of superiority, imagining Kazuki fumbling around helplessly in the kitchen under my wry supervision. Geez, you're all thumbs, Kazuki, and all that. Before I knew it, there was a smile on my face. All of a sudden, this aggravating young woman, sorry, looked like a cute little girl. I was slightly exasperated at my own simple-mindedness. I quickly put the culinary skills in question to use, whipping up our meager breakfast. As Kazuki and I were choking it down, I ended up telling her about that little daydream.
その単純さこそが人が自殺をしないためのシステムよ。
Interesting. She responded with these pretty much incomprehensible sentences. That and a gentle smile. What the heck is with this girl anyway? Well, whatever. I'd finished my breakfast. It hadn't exactly filled my stomach and inspired a burst of energy for the day to come, but I nonetheless decided to take a little positive action by proposing the kite cell phone idea to the captain.
あなたもなの？
どういう意味です？
そのアイデアを私のところに持ち込んだのはあなたが初めてではないという意味よ。10分ぐらい前に金田小森のペアが来て試させてほしいって言ってきたの。
あ、そうなんですか。
Yeah, I guess anybody could come up with that one.
同じ実験を2つすることに意味はないし、他のアイデアを思いついたらまた来なさい。
Alright.
わかりました。
No need to feel discouraged, it just means that it's time to think of something else. I'd been feeling a little proud of myself for coming up with a pretty decent idea. For some reason, it felt as though that achievement had been pulled out from under me. I trudged back to the tent, my shoulders drooping, and told Kazuki about the outcome. There was another pair that had hit on the exact same idea. Of course, Kaneda and Komori had participated in the same discussion and had the same information to work from. It wasn't that strange a coincidence. Indeed, Kazuki showed no surprise whatsoever. Quite the opposite, she nodded her head with the words, "Ah, I figured as much." From what she told me, something called reminiscence was likely at work here.
レミニセンスというのはつまり情報を得た直後より一定の時間が経過してからの方が記憶の関連付けが進行する分早期や連結発想がしやすくなるという現象ね。また難しい話をしようとしている？そうね。専門的な話をすると長くなるしやめておきましょう。ぜひそうしてください。それで何か他のアイデアは思いついた？タコをあげて発見してもらうというのは他者の視覚に訴えかける通信、つまり光媒体の通信だよね。
If only they could get something into the sky, like really, really high.
そうね。携帯電話を使うのはそのまま電波通信でしょ？つまりそういうこと？もしかして私が今から言おうとしたこともう分かっちゃった？音による通信の可能性？なんだ、やっぱりバレてた。いいえ、私も今あなたの話で気がついたのよ。つまりバスのクラクションを鳴らすとかそういった聴覚に訴えかける大音量装置による通信でしょ？
Will that work?
そう、そんな感じ。まさかとは思うけどみんなで大きな声で叫ぶとか考えていたわけではないわよね。
Oh my god.
それは考えていたんだ。
Okay, Amane has never been that smart. I think this part's obvious, but come on.
はい考えてましたよ。どうせ私はアホですよ。発想の着眼点は悪くないわよ。誰かに先を越される前に部長に報告してみたら？一応報告はするけどきっと私でなくても誰かが思いつくアイデアよね。言ったでしょ？そういった小さな発想の積み重ねが新しいアイデアにつながるのよ。まあそれはわかるんだけどね。一つ思いついたらすぐに報告ってのもなんか頭悪いかなって。 だったらもう一つアイデアを用意したら、例えばそうね、あまり現実味はないけれど発想の一つとしてデジタル通信の可能性とかはどうかしら。デジタル通信？例えばそう、森に行ってこう長い木の枝を何本も集めて、それを縦に連結していけば理論上は何百メートルだろうと長い棒が作れるでしょ。その長い棒の一端を私たちが掴んで、右に回転させれば0、左に回転させれば1とすれば二進法のデジタル信号が送れるでしょ。なんか和樹にしては割とバカっぽいアイデアだよね、それ。
Yeah, I'm also not even following. I do not understand what she's even talking about.
そうかしら。質量はともかく重量の制限を受けない宇宙空間でならタイムラグのない超長距離高速通信に応用できそうなネタだと思うけど、ダメ？
And I still can't follow.
ダメっていうか、宇宙って、なんだろうな。やっぱなんとかと天才って紙一重なんだね。今思い知った感じ。だから発想の元というか、あくまでも着眼点の一つとして報告してみてはどうかしらというプロポーズなのだけれど。まあそうね、そういう考え方もあるって感じで報告してみるけど、バカだと思われたら嫌だな。あなた、それは私に対して何気に失礼よ。
After that, I offered the captain my second idea and received a fairly positive evaluation of worth looking into. I did give a half-hearted mention of the possibility of digital communication as well, but as anticipated, the captain's reaction was unenthusiastic. The concept clearly didn't quite click with her either, and I was left with a vague permission for experiments within the range of common sense. Well, the proposed experiment just involved gathering long sticks and trying to bind them together, so at least failure wouldn't be a complete waste of effort. We'd have secured ourselves a supply of firewood if nothing else. That said, the first priority was looking into the more realistic possibility of communication through sound. In other words, examining the ruins of the bus and seeing if the horn was still functional. As a matter of fact, I had a bit of knowledge about motor vehicles. I'd liked cars ever since I was a young child. Back in the day, I loved tagging along with my dad to the market every morning in our mini truck. I guess my somewhat tomboyish fascination with cars amused my dad, as he would often let me sit on his lap and take the wheel. Then let me drive around and around the market grounds for the sheer fun of it. Of course, I'd gotten a little old for that, but I never lost my curiosity about automobiles. I'd picked up a bit of knowledge about how they function. Crawling through the broken rear window, I made my way into the overturned bus once again. Inside, the smell of leaking fuel had grown noticeably thicker in the air. After slowly and carefully making my way the length of the bus, I reached the driver's seat to find the key still seated in the ignition. But the cylinder had been firmly turned to the off position. Come to think of it, that was my doing. When I dragged Mr. Ochi from the driver's seat, I'd found the eerie glow of the dashboard backlight so creepy that I immediately switched it off. Clutching the key tightly, I said a small prayer to no one in particular, then twisted it to on. The dashboard sprung immediately to life, and I heard the distinctive stirring of the fuel pump motor. Apparently, the battery was still alive. Must have been a dry cell. With the vehicle sideways like this, the liquid electrolytes would have leaked out of a wet battery. I was tempted to keep turning the key to start, but that engine was probably a lost cause. I'd just be wasting precious battery juice in the attempt. First off, I was here to test whether the horn was operational. I gave the center of the steering wheel a light push with the palm of my hand, and a surprisingly loud blast of sound rang through the air, as we just heard. At the sudden sound, everyone in the valley turned as one to stare in my direction. For the moment, I'd confirmed the horn was operational. Now we had to consider how to make effective use of it. Just blasting away aimlessly would run down the battery quickly, so it seemed necessary to discuss how and when we should utilize it. Turning the ignition back to off for now, I cautiously made my way back out of the bus.
クラクション使えるみたいね。
You don't say.
そうだね。あとはどのタイミングで鳴らすかってのが問題かな。いくら鳴らしてもそれを聞きつけて救助を呼んでくれる人がそばにいなければまるで意味がないし。まずは音という要素を一つ確保したというところで満足するべきね。それをそのまま使うのか、それとも他の何かと組み合わせて使うのか、その辺は今後考えていきましょう。
I turned around and looked up in the direction of the road. At a guess, it was probably 200 meters distant from the bottom of the ravine we were trapped in. The sound of our horn would probably carry that far. But how were we supposed to know if someone was up there at any given moment? That was the biggest problem with this idea. From that distance, a car could be rumbling fairly noisily down the road and we likely wouldn't notice. I couldn't immediately think of anything other than the passive strategy of honking the horn at regular intervals in the hope of a coincidence.
捜索隊のヘリでも飛んできてくれれば分かりやすいんだけどな。
I don't think they would hear it. A helicopter is quite
ヘ
loud.
リコプターだと逆に自分の出す音が大きすぎてこちらの出す音に気がつかないんじゃないかしら。
Exactly.
そっか。あ、音がダメなら光はヘッドライトを取り外して空に向けて点灯してみたらどうかな。いいアイデアだとは思うけど。
Turning back and following Kazuki's gaze, I quickly discovered why she trailed off mid-sentence. After tumbling down a slope 200 meters in length, finally plunging into a pit-like valley, the bus resembled a gigantic piece of gum chewed up and spat out by a dinosaur. The roof was caved in, the windows were all broken, and the headlights and turn signals were no exception to the general rule. Every one was smashed beyond repair.
ダメか。室内灯とかテールランプの一つも生き残っていれば何かの役に立つかもしれないし。調べ。
Ah, fuck.
そうだね。
Accidentally skipped a little. Alright, so we'll end it here. Even so we're in the middle of something. I'm kind of out of time, so we are still in Angelic Howl's second day. And I guess next time we'll figure out what ideas they come up with, because that's all this episode has been. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of the Fruit of Grisaia, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more. Anyways, that's it for me for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.